Hello, so this is the album pickups for November 2018. Now, first off, I guess some of you are wondering, where did the October video go? Well, funny story that. I did actually order an album right at the start of the month. It was Butsum's From the Depths of Darkness, which is an album where he re-records some of the earlier stuff with a really cool sort of quality to it that I kind of prefer. I'm not huge on the whole like necro recording style, which is the sort of black metal term for having intentionally sort of naff or just really lo-fi recordings. So they're a little bit more updated, and I like how sort of they sound, but haven't gotten that one unfortunately, so I ended up getting a refund luckily, and I plunged that into the album I ordered next, which I got in November, which is the one album we've got for this month, and it's one I've been looking for a little while. I've listened to the songs off it loads of times and always wanted to actually own it. I didn't have the money when it first came out to actually get it at the time, a couple of years ago, so I never bought it at the time, and then it sort of seemed to leave the shops. But I got a copy ordered in, and that is Crowbar's album Symmetry in Black. Now, I really like this album. I feel like, as far as albums go, it's like a really strong contender for Crowbar, and I think it's sort of, I would see it on the level as albums like Equilibrium and albums like Oddfellow's Rest, in terms of sort of that feel and emotion and that power. And one thing I like about Crowbar in particular that I find a lot on this album is how sort of emotive the lyrics are, and how I feel like the lyrics sort of suit the music so well. I find in particular those other albums, or Equilibrium and Oddfellow's Rest, and something that I find in Symmetry in Black as well, is how sort of uplifting and empowering I find the music to be, which is sometimes sometimes people don't see that in metal so much. Not only sort of just standard metal, once you're going into sort of the heavier side of things like this, and especially when you think of how a lot of these sort of some people perceive the sort of New Orleans metal in sort of quite a almost sad light, negative light, in the sense of how the music is always quite thick, dense, slow. It has almost a strutting feel to it for the most part. But I find on albums like those ones, and in this one in particular, it's so uplifting. I feel uplifting and empowering. It's like it's an album that speaks about sort of hardships in certain songs, hardships, and sort of overcoming them and becoming a better person because of it. Which I find you find that in some albums and some songs. I think Pantera and stuff like that, who obviously fruitful and Selma had somewhat of a connection for this through the band Down. You find that in some of the lyrics as well, and it's really just great stuff to work out to as well. Even though it's a bit of sort of slower pace, so it just gets you all pumped. Really, really great album on this one. Lovely picture of Crowbar themselves in there. So obviously, we've got the songs like Walk of Knowledge Wise and Symmetry in White that are sort of the classics on the album, but the rest of the album's definitely worth listening to. Really nice and heavy, classic Crowbar. Really, really nice. I feel like they've gotten potentially better with age in some cases. Their riffs sort of keep progressing and progressing, and the production style on this album is particularly good as well. Definitely worth a listen. Obviously, it's the only album in the month, so it's definitely going to be the top pick out of all of them. So next month we have December, so we shall have to see what Father Christmas brings me. Until then, there's more videos up on the channel, so if you're enjoying any of those or enjoy this one, please like, share and subscribe, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.